Before you say a single word, you've already been judged. In the first 3 seconds, people decide if you're confident or weak, if you're a leader or just another follower. The secret? It's not your voice. It's not your clothes. It's your body language. Stand wrong, and you lose the room. Move right, and they lean in without knowing why. In this video, I'm giving you the exact guide to project extreme confidence, presence, and influence without ever saying a word. Ready to walk into any room and own it? Let's begin. You've just found the most important video of your life. This video isn't just about simple confidence, it's about mastering the hidden art of dark body language, where you control the room, twist people's perceptions, and manipulate their reactions without saying a single word. High-status men don't wait for respect, they extract it, effortlessly leaving others unknowingly under their influence. If you're ready to learn how to subtly dominate every interaction and control people's thoughts before they even realize it, keep watching. You're about to uncover the secret to bending people to your will through nothing but the power of your presence. This video is divided into 5 parts, each designed to give you complete control over the unspoken dynamics of any room. You'll learn how to subtly manipulate people's reactions, shift their perceptions, and make them respect you without ever asking for it. These aren't just confidence tricks, they're tools to bend others to your will without them even realizing what's happening. Stay tuned as we take you step by step through the powerful technique of dark body language that high-status men use to dominate every interaction and control those around them effortlessly. 1 slow blink. Blinking slowly while someone speaks can signal that you're calm, collected, and unfazed by what's being said. It shows you're processing information at your own pace, which can put the other person on edge slightly, especially if they're trying to impress or influence you. When someone is talking, don't blink rapidly or fidget. Let your blinks come slowly and deliberately, which helps you look more relaxed and in control. Example: imagine you're in a meeting and someone is pushing a strong opinion. Instead of reacting immediately, maintain steady eye contact, blink slowly, and then respond, creating an impression of confidence and thoughtfulness. 2 hold eye contact slightly too long. Holding eye contact just a half second longer than usual subtly asserts dominance without crossing the line into staring, which can feel aggressive when in conversation. Hold your gaze just a touch longer than feels natural. It shows confidence and that you're not easily intimidated or distracted. Example: during a negotiation, maintain eye contact just a beat longer than you usually would. The slight extra time can make the other person feel your presence more powerfully, making you seem more assertive. 3 relaxed stillness. Staying still with minimal fidgeting projects calmness and control. Confident people tend to move deliberately, showing they're comfortable with silence and their surroundings. Avoid unnecessary movements, especially if things get tense or the conversation is high stakes. Sit or stand with a relaxed but open posture. If you're giving a presentation, resist the urge to pace or gesture too much. Instead, stand calmly, allowing your word to do most of the work, and only move when necessary, keeping their attention centered on you. 4 high chin tilt. Keeping your chin slightly raised gives a subtle signal of confidence, even superiority, without appearing arrogant. It opens up your body language, which can make you appear more assured. Practice lifting your chin slightly when you're talking or listening. This posture can help you look more self-assured and attentive. If you're approached by someone trying to sell you something, lift your chin slightly as they talk. It gives off a prove it to me vibe, setting a boundary without saying a word. 5 take up space. Taking up space, whether sitting or standing, signals that you're comfortable and confident in the Environment: confident people naturally spread out and don't shrink themselves. To fit in, relax your posture and avoid crossing your arms or legs tightly. Let your arms and legs rest naturally, occupying a comfortable amount of space. When seated at a table, avoid hunching or pulling your elbows in. Instead, place your arms on the table and sit back a bit. This posture can make you look and feel more assertive. 6. Subtle touch: a gentle touch, like on the shoulder or arm, can show confidence and authority. It can also build rapport if used appropriately. In the right setting, when someone is speaking, a light touch on the arm can convey warmth or reassurance. Be mindful of cultural or situational appropriateness. If a friend is unsure of something, a reassuring touch on the arm can convey "I've got you" without words. Use sparingly in professional settings. This can also establish a subtle connection. 7. Silent smirk: a closed mouth smirk signals that you might know something others don't. It adds a hint of mystery and can make others curious about what you're thinking when listening to a story or an explanation. A subtle smirk suggests that you're engaged but also holding something back. If someone is boasting or trying to impress you, a light smirk can subtly convey that you're neither fully convinced nor overwhelmed, which often makes people try harder to gain your approval. 8. Purposeful hand gestures: using slow, controlled hand gestures draws attention to key points and gives the impression that you're confident and in command of the conversation. Avoid erratic or overly animated gestures. Instead, use your hands to emphasize specific words or points slowly and deliberately during a presentation. Using open palm gestures or steepled fingers, where fingertips touch but palms remain apart, can show that you're both open and in control of your message. 1. Deliberate pauses: pausing strategically when speaking, especially before responding, makes others wait for your words, giving them added weight. It draws attention and creates a sense of importance around what you're saying. Slow your speech slightly and use pauses naturally, especially before answering questions. It gives the impression you're thoughtful and in control. If someone asks you a tough question in a meeting, pause, take a breath, and then respond. The pause signals you're considering your answer and it keeps the focus on you too. Steepling fingers: resting your fingers in a steeple shape with fingertip touching and palms apart suggests intelligence, confidence, and control, which can make you appear more authoritative. Place your hands in a steeple position when listening or while explaining an important point. It can signal to others that you're engaged, composed, and confident during a presentation or negotiation. Steepling your fingers while making a point can add an unspoken layer of authority and poise to what you're saying. 3. Delayed reactions: delaying your reactions to good or bad news signals control and emotional stability. It shows you're not easily rattled and that you take time to process when someone shares surprising news or compliment. You take a moment before responding. It can keep people curious and adds a layer of composure to your demeanor. If a colleague gives you unexpected praise, pause, smile subtly, and then thank them. The delay shows you're unaffected, which can leave a stronger impression. 4. Tilted head plus direct gaze: tilting your head slightly while maintaining eye contact creates an intense presence. It combines warmth, the tilt, with directness, the gaze making you appear both engaged and assertive when speaking or listening. Try a subtle head tilt paired with steady eye contact. It signals attention, confidence, and an openness to the conversation. In a one-on-one conversation, tilt your head and look directly at the other person while they're talking. This combination can make you seem deeply attentive and hard to ignore. 5. Enter last in group settings: arriving last and positioning yourself strategically in group settings can create a sense of authority. Being the last to arrive often shift attention to you, momentarily giving you an instant presence. Try to enter a room or join a group setting after others have settled and choose a position that feels slightly central or dominant. If you're attending a team meeting, enter after most people are seated and take a central spot or sit at the head of the table. This can help you seem more authoritative and in control of the situation. 6. Strong silence. Pausing strategically after speaking can create a moment of tension that puts subtle pressure on the other person to respond, especially if they feel the need to impress or please you. After making a point, let a moment of silence linger before you continue. The silence can prompt others to engage or fill in, reinforcing your position when giving feedback. Pause after stating your thoughts. The pause can give your words extra weight as the silence makes others eager to respond or agree. 7. Leaning back while speaking. Leaning back as you speak signals ease and comfort, showing that you're unfazed and confident. It also suggests you're comfortable with others leaning in to listen when speaking. In a seated position, avoid leaning forward too much. Instead, lean back slightly to project calm and control during a debate or negotiation. Leaning back slightly as you make your case can make you appear more in control and at ease, creating a sense of balance or authority. 8. Slow, deep breathing. Slow, deep breathing helps you stay grounded and appear calm. It also shows others that you're composed and unaffected by stress or external factors. Breathe slowly and deeply, especially during high-stakes moments or conversations. This helps you feel centered and sends a signal of calm confidence to others. In a job interview, taking a deep breath before answering a tough question can help you stay collective, and it signals to the interviewer that you're calm under pressure. 1. Nod slowly. What it does, nodding slowly while someone speaks, gives the impression of approval or agreement, but without enthusiasm. It keeps the other person slightly off balance as they can't fully gauge your response when someone is talking. Nod at a slow, steady pace. This encourages them to continue but leaves them uncertain about your full reaction. If someone's pitching an idea, nodding slowly signals you're listening, but your lack of enthusiasm might make them elaborate more or try harder to win you over. 2. Mirror but delay. What it does, mirroring someone's body language builds rapport, but adding a slight delay makes it less obvious. This subtle copying can make them feel more comfortable with you without noticing the mimicry. Wait a few seconds before adopting a similar posture or gesture. The delay keeps it natural and avoids drawing attention. If a person crosses their arms while talking to you, wait a few moments and then cross yours. This can make them feel more connected to you subconsciously. 3. Foot pointing. People's feet often point toward the person or thing they're most interested in. Observing this in a group setting can reveal who they're most engaged with, even if their body language says otherwise. Observe where people's feet are angled during conversations. This can help you identify underlying dynamics or notice where their attention is truly focused. At a social gathering, if someone's feet point away from you but they're still talking to you, they might be ready to end the conversation or be more interested in someone else nearby. 4. Over the shoulder glance. Glancing over your shoulder without turning your body can convey dismissal or disinterest. It subtly signal that you don't view the person as significant enough to give your full attention. How to use it. Use this glance when you want to downplay someone's importance or end a conversation without being confrontational. If someone keeps interrupting you, give a quick glance over your shoulder while keeping your body turned away. It subtly shows you're not invested in what they're saying. 5. Silent stare before speaking. What it Does holding eye contact briefly before you speak builds anticipation and can make others feel slightly unsettled. It's a nonverbal cue that increases curiosity and places focus on you before responding. Hold their gaze for a moment. In silence, this momentary pause builds tension and can make your words seem more impactful when answering a tough question. Hold eye contact for a beat before you speak. It increases the weight of your response and makes them more eager to hear it. 6. Minimal smiling. What it does: smiling sparingly makes your approval feel earned, creating a subtle sense of mystery or challenge. People may work harder to get positive reaction from you. How to use it: smile only when there's a reason or when you genuinely feel like it. Avoid overusing smiles, especially in professional settings. If someone is trying to impress you, maintain a neutral expression. A rare smile will carry more weight and make them feel they've achieved something. 7. Subtle mirroring of expressions. What it does: slightly matching someone's facial expressions shows understanding and empathy. It creates a connection but keeps things subtle so it doesn't feel forced or too obvious. When the other person shows an expression, adopt a toned down version of it to show understanding without exaggerating. If someone is sharing a concern, a slight furrow of your brow can show empathy. This subtle mirroring makes you seem relatable without overstating your reaction. 8. Use of space as a tool. Standing slightly too close or a bit further than usual can create discomfort or a sense of intrigue. Changing the usual space people expect can shift the power dynamic. Subtly stand just close enough to make the interaction feel more intense, or a bit further back if you want to give the impression of disinterest or distance. Example: if you want to keep someone on their toes, stand just a bit closer than usual. If you'd rather seem disinterested, step back slightly to create